right, welcome to Confession Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure to have you join me. It's time for us to have our confession, and we start up from now till the top. No, not to the top of the hour. We actually have a stop set for 2:45. So our Confession Tuesday is going to be short today, but all the same, we can make do with the little time we have. You can call 0700 951 0000 and 08095974869. WhatsApp is 08099930137 with your confessions on via the phone, or you can use WhatsApp, leave voice notes. We will stop at 2:45 today. So if you have any to make, let's get it started. Right? You can join me on YouTube right now and leave your messages there in case you are online. You can do that and just show us love, and also subscribe to our channel, Nigeria Info 95.1 Abuja. Okay, once you just type Nigeria Info, all the Nigeria Info brands will come up, but of course check for 95.1 Abuja and click on that, whether on Facebook, X, Twitter, that is, X is former Twitter, right? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all these social media there is. We try to be there. Even Threads, we are there, so you can just follow us and leave us your comments. Okay, so let's see. We start up with this message here. It says, "My daughter and I have been estranged with no contact for 5 years. She said she said she wanted me out of her life, and she'll be graduating from law school in another 2 weeks. I asked if I could come, and there was no response. Should I still go anyways? That is a message I got this afternoon already. So it's something is the first issue we have on board today on Confession about estranged parent-children relationship. You know, sometimes it surprises me when I hear people saying, I'm not in touch with my parents, I don't talk with my father, I don't talk with my mother, I don't want them a part of my life. I know that family offend each other, but what could be so hard? That, you know, children will say, I don't want my father to be a part of my life, or my mother to be a part of my life. I want you out of my life. For people who gave birth to you. Now, don't get me wrong. I know people can be very offensive. Just because you're a parent doesn't mean you are immune to offending. In fact, borrowing from the Bible, it stresses on children, not parents not provoking their children, right? It stresses on that. So that means parents can provoke their children in certain ways. So you're urged not to provoke your children. And then children are also asked to obey and honor their parents too. You know, so I just wonder sometimes what could really be that deep. But it's a reality. There are parents that disown their children, and there are children who disown their parents. And this is one case of it. But no matter what, you always, you can't take away the fact that this person is your daughter, is your son, or is the one that is your parent, right? You might proclaim it with your mouth, but it doesn't change the bloodline and connection that you have with such a person. Okay? Someone is calling. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay, I love the topic of today very much.
It's Confession Tuesday. It's not a topic. It's confession. Yeah.
Confession, topic, whatever. I like that. But then,
you're in a noisy place. I can't hear you, please.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Oh, okay. I think it's better. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know of a friend who told me of how that her mom would always show this preferential treatment so obvious to her elder sister. And her excuse to that would always be, she's the Ada, she's the first daughter and all of that. So much so that she could ask the same mother for some money, she would refuse. But the other gave her without asking. And so this girl told me herself that she dislikes her mother. I've tried so much to put her straight, using some words from the Bible and all of that. But then, people are persuaded more with what they are saying, being acted out upon them than whatever you're telling them.
Yeah.
And then I can tell you for a fact that she has developed this high level of dislike for her mother as we speak. And the only thing that can bring that back is the same mother who is not even seeing anything wrong with what she's doing. You know? It's more or less someone else's confession, but then if parents will begin to show preferential treatment to others ahead of others, and they are seeing it, it's going to be a disaster along the way, you know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, I mean, it's reality. It's reality for lots of people. When people begin to open up, I remember the day we had the conversation about parents and children relationship and how, how parents have maltreated their children and how some people are living with that bitterness. I remember the number of men that called that day. I was shocked how they were so angry and they, just let it out. Anyways, we will pick that up tomorrow, hopefully. But I have a caller here. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, my name is Osas. I'm calling from Central Area.
Welcome.
Reacting to the confession that you just read out,
Yes.
I think it's wise the man does not go.
Come again.
Because if he goes, I think it's wise the man does not go for the daughter's call to bar. Because if he goes, he'll be insulted. Since he has categorically stated that he should not come. I always tell myself, kids we have now are different from kids of our time. When I mean our time, I mean in the 80s, 70s, in the 90s. I don't think we were bold enough to say our parents ever offended us. Those kids of nowadays will tell us we passed through child abuse, which I think refined us a bit better than what we see nowadays with all these Gen Zs. You don't quarrel with your parents. And on the most part, your parents will never lead you wrong. If nowadays actually quarrelsome with their parents, you know that their parents are telling them things they are not comfortable with, which on most times is the truth. That's my opinion, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Osas, for that. But, it remains a question or a debatable thing. Can your parents actually abuse? Yes, let's put it that way. Because often in this climb, you get to hear the argument about, no, your parents can never do wrong by you. Like Mr. Osas said, they can never lead you wrong. Even if they do it in a method that may not be so nice, but they are doing it out of a place of wrong. But I've heard stories. I've encountered people. On this platform, we have had discussions that people have had to open up and be very vulnerable about their scarred relationship with their parents. So I guess it's something we need to talk about. Can parents actually abuse their children? And I'm saying this, I'm asking this not because I don't know. I'm not because I've not seen videos of, hey God, a father carrying a child, using his adult legs and hitting that child, kicking that baby boy. That boy would not be more than 3 years old if that child is old. Hitting him and using like a horsewhip and beating this tiny boy. Hey, my heart broke. I could not even watch that video. Or is it the video of a woman who was practically matching, stepping on top of this toddler, like putting up her whole weight and hitting the head continuously. We've seen those kind of videos. And guess what? They are parents. They are the parents of those killed kids. They're not even guardians or something. Anyways, like I said, it's a conversation that we're going to have, because we need to talk about these issues on why children wake up and say, I do not want to have anything to do with my father or my mother. I don't want them to be a part of my life. Or the parents in some instances saying, I disown you as my child. I don't want to have anything to do with you. Relationship gets marred like that. See, families become strangers and so on and so forth. But then if you have more confession, though, you can call in. You can send me messages or record a voice note quickly before I go. I believe at 2:45 is 2:37 right now. And the numbers to call are 0700 951 0000. Hello?
Hello. Hello, Roman.
Yes, good afternoon.
I agree. Victoria Collins, listener. Donato from there.
You have a confession?
No, I just want to check.
I will do that tomorrow. We'll make that happen tomorrow. Don't worry. It's the contribution. We'll do that tomorrow. Yeah. So let's just stick to the confession if there is. But if there's no confession, then well, we'll make you do with it. For some time now, it's very difficult for me to tune into your station here in Orozo because of interference by other stations. Daniel from Orozo. Okay, thank you for the feedback. Would let our engineers know and look into that. Thank you. Good afternoon, Swat. That's a worse situation. Swat says upset. And then this one says, good afternoon again to me. None of my children can question me. I remain an African father. In Africa, parents cannot be wrong. Mr. Oludade, take it easy there, yeah? You cannot be wrong. Are you God? You're not God. You can be wrong. That's just the truth. Your children are human beings. They are not your property. You don't own them, so to speak. You've been given them as a gift so that you train and nurture them into the men and women that they would eventually become. So you don't say, I'm not wrong. African parent doesn't mean that people should lose their humanity towards their children. As much as people are encouraged to be hard and all of that, there is a limit to everything. There's a limit. Anyways, we get to talk more on all of those issues, parenting style, perceptions, etc. It is there. Right. 08095974869 and 08099930137. Confession Tuesday. We still have some few minutes to go, so call in if you have any of your confessions to make, or you can record a voice note. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, this is Michael speaking.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm permitted to just chip in some, because this is a particular matter I was discussing with someone about 2 days ago.
On what?
This issue of provoking children or issue of the children entirely.
But brother, we're trying to keep confession just, for today. We will have a time we'll discuss this. Tomorrow, people can call in and contribute. We're just taking confessions now.
Okay, what time tomorrow?
Tomorrow is the same time, 2 to 3.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, SWAT. I am an employer. I'm an employer, and recently I fired one of my employees and asked him not to come to the office. Despite asking him not to come around, he has still been coming. What do you think I should do? Good. I don't know. Good. You fired somebody and the person is still coming. What do they want? That person doesn't want you to take extreme steps of getting security to take him out, because that now becomes trespassing. You are barred from a premises. You are barred from having access to your former place of work, and you're still coming. I don't know what he actually wants to. I think people like that need to be told the truth that if they persist in their behavior, they would have to take extreme steps, because I don't understand why someone would be fired and then he will still be persisting coming. It's not by force. The owner of the company said leave. Just simply leave. You can choose to plead. You can send people to plead if that is it. But I mean, from the way it's sounding, it sounds a bit spooky. But hey, I think you need to talk with him to stop and also give him the option of the extreme step that can be taken if he keeps coming down to the premises. Okay, quickly before we go, we have another voice note here.
Good afternoon, Nigerian Info. I am Aaron.
His voice note is too faint. It is too faint. I can't hear you, sir. Can you record another one and resend it? It's not working in any way. It's I think your phone or whatever is too far away from your mouth. So if you can do that for me, I would appreciate, because I can't hear you. Please make it louder and quickly, because I should be going in another 2 minutes. So I hope you get to do that. Okay. Okay, so I hope that this plays this time around. Let's see.
Good evening. Good afternoon, Nigerian Info. I am Aaron Lupu Yakobu from Swat, Nigeria. I just want to put in my take here by recommending our parents. You know, we Africans, we have the way we do things and the way we handle our children.
All right, so I think this is a contribution, and we're saying confession. I don't know why it's so difficult for us to just, I'm not taking contributions today. I'm taking confessions. So let's just do the confession, okay? If you have a confession, fine. But that indicates that my time is up and I have to go anyway. So tomorrow, if you have more confessions, if you have more issues to bring up on board, I'm sure I'll have my therapist in the studio tomorrow. So we will get to treat some of the 2 or 3 issues we have on ground. We'll have contributions and more issues to come up on the table. Having said that, thank you so much, guys, for being with me today. I will see you tomorrow. My name is Swat, the Vocal Majesty. God bless you and enjoy the rest of your day.
Welcome to this live transforming online business education program on radio, where we share the on your #1 talk station.
You get a daily dose of news trends.
Crisis averted in aviation sector after aggrieved unions suspend strike.
Intense conversation.
She's among the ICPC board members. Oh. What has she experienced in life? 20 years with a doctor girl. She is there because she has level.
Sports and news to keep you updated all day and every day.
Hi everyone, my name is Swat. That's the name my father gave me, but you can always call me Her Vocal Majesty. I'm the host of The Sunny Side on 95.1 Nigeria Info. It takes place every weekday, noon to 3 p.m., where we get to have all the lovely contemporary conversations. If your days are normally long and gloomy, well, not anymore, because I'm here to make it all bright and sunny for you. So join me. It's an invitation. You don't want to miss out.